My name is Bala Parthasarathy. I am the CEO and co-founder of MoneyTap. MoneyTap is India's fastest growing consumer lending company. What I did about 2 years ago and what I still have, I have a big spreadsheet with multiple categories of risk, right? There's regulatory risk, there is partnership risk, there is technology risk, there is credit risk, of course, which is the big one, right? So there are different buckets of risk. And in each bucket, there are like literally probably 1 to 2 dozen items in the list. I'm constantly looking at it and I mark them sort of red, green or yellow. And they constantly change colors all the time, right? You can't have everything green all the time, or if you have everything red, you should look at it. And I make sure that my own core team is also looking at it at the same way that I'm looking at it. And part of it's my job to make sure my investors, my board, my company, my employees are all looking at recognizing it in the same way that I'm recognizing it. As a startup, it's hard to have too much of fail-safe. Part of it is you need to go out there and there is a lot of risk. So when I started, everything was red, right? And things slowly start turning yellow and turning green. For the important ones where your business itself will go away, we do have sort of a backup plan, but usually it comes with a cost. That's why otherwise we would have done it. And so one needs to just constantly look out for those. But this is not a theoretical list. This is like very specific things saying, hey, this particular item we need to watch out for. And this is so important that we need to have a backup plan if this doesn't go well. So, it's very hard to track all of this. So we do it more systematically by, just creating, a worksheet, so to speak, and constantly reviewing it. One is if there are certain areas which are like very much in your knowledge, like for example, tech or product or financials or investors and money. So those are areas which we know very comfortable with. So we grade the risk ourselves internally. There are areas which I don't know anything about, but it's very important for my business, right? Which I'm also new to. So for that we use mentors and partners and advisors and go ask them their opinion. Like, hey, Abhi, we are doing this. Is it high risk, low risk? What do you think? So you need to constantly engage with a larger community and most importantly know what you know and what you don't know. Only I would suggest is do a map. Right? It can be very crude, it can be very approximate, but at least it will get you start thinking about the fact that there are some blind spots that you might have and do a very honest assessment. But again, you should not be worried if everything is red, because that is the definition of a startup, right? If everything is solved, then you don't exist. Nobody needs you. The world doesn't need you, right? The startup's role is to take risks. If you're not taking risks, then you're not running a startup. Right? Or you're not doing something right. So I think it's okay to have red and yellow and green and whatever it is, but it's important to be aware of it. So I think the exercise of actually going through this is even more important than the actual parameters or the thing, right? It just gives you an honest assessment about yourself. That's what is most important.